there's any birds that do like that. Just get everything out. One second. Fuck's sake. I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. Just setting up, getting the microphone together. Fuck's sake. This was on straight.
I agree.
One, two. Why isn't it? Right. What's going on, Eli? One second, boys, and we get stuck in. I'm just, see Fatty over here, he's clocked me. I got a video where he's slightly in it from the other day. I ain't uploaded it yet. See this fella in the red. This camera's so bad for what's it called? For streaming, this phone. I'm going to sort it out again and I've got nothing. Fuck, bag man.
Moving in the right direction.
Alright then. You fucking nutter. Hello, hello. Because the fucking camera's not on, lad. Hello. Hello. Oh fuck me, it's loud. It's very, very loud. Yeah. Oh my goodness, why is that so fucking loud today? Right, let's turn this down, please. Hello? Yes, far too fucking loud. Right, hello, 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 hello. Hello? What about when I'm talking like that and I can't hear fuck all now? Thick cunt. It's not like that. It's alright, I think. I was checking the levels on the camera. It's fuck all I can do about the phone. The phone ain't even got an audio jack, mate. That's what I mean. This phone is fucking shite. Insane. What is it? Sitting there picking their ass.
They said, right, we're not moving today. Unfortunately, I'm not sure there's any more stopping. Well, what they did is they put a nice doorway. It built like this, but it's probably kind of the door. That's the nursery was. They wanted to
Face the thing. That might be alright. Can I get a little look from your voice? That's what we wanted. Some funny little photos, mate. want to get see if we can. Because I've seen a couple of people come here to take photos, right? So if we, well, they're not even normies, are they? They're all fucking Tories anyway, but. A bit more of a police presence here today, I think. It's not TSU though, it's just a city. Watch out.
It's nice it used to be smoked.
Do you mind going on camera?
I don't mind going to camera.
You don't?
Actually, no, I won't.
You won't?
Today.
Sorry?
Not today.
Not today, why not? You said yes at first.
Then I decided.
Why did you sort of decide no? You got a photograph of me or something? I'm feeling like it might be hard work to try and get into them today. But I'm going to give it a go. I've got some questions that he's having a watch, but he's just finished his fag. I've done with my vape. I was going to show you the police presence, wasn't I? Look, seems to be a lot of police just, they're actually up there. It's all about white privilege and colonialism. This is what they need talking to about. It's got a slipper on. What do you reckon? You don't? I think he's foreign. Oh, what's that on his face? Blends in, doesn't he? Right. We'll have a talk about the UN Secretary General today. And ask for, see if people think there's any sort of conflict of interest with regards to the UN and what they're saying about capitalism, their workings with the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, and the parallels that are to be seen and drawn in the things that they are all espousing. I'm gonna ask the dance troupe if they mind talking a little bit about why they're here today. Do you have a spokesperson at all?
I think they can all do it. Do you want it done with the rat head on?
I mean, however you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable talking with a rat head on, you may put your rat head on.
We'll go for it, Jason, with your rat head on. No, you're not feeling
Jay's not up for it this morning.
We've got the energy. We've been going for like 3 hours.
You have? Fair play.
I could.
I just.
We're going to be asked questions and.
I mean, if you just want to, and then I may ask a question if you're feeling.
Well, we can get a different shot. So where am I going? Where we gotta go back?
If you want to do Lloyd's as the background, that'd be amazing. Bug. Thank you very much. Yeah, smashing. Can I just check the levels 1 sec? Would you talk at your normal tone in there?
Yeah,
That's
my
sweet,
normal
that's
tone.
sweet, that's
the
sweet,
tone
that's-
I'll be using during this conversation.
Oh, it's an emotional one, is it?
Yeah, well, it's a character tone for this.
Oh, right, you're doing the whole bit, are you?
Yeah, why not?
Smashing.
There we go.
Alright, well, I was going to sort of ask your name and that, but I suppose you're in character.
Yeah, my name's Lloyd.
Go on then, Lloyd.
Yeah, that's it. My name's Lloyd.
What are you doing here today, Lloyd?
Well, that's my building there.
Right.
You know, it's Lloyd's of London.
Yeah.
So I'm here trying to get to work, but there's a bunch of filthy hippies blocking it. So we've gone up to and said, well, thank you for paying for the taxes that are paying for the police to protect my building. After all, we don't pay taxes. So it's nice that the hippies do and are paying for the police to protect the building. So we said thank you to them for that. But then we tried to offer them a few bribes to move on, but they refused. They've got a bad case of ethics, these hippies. So eventually, though, we know that they'll run out of yogurt and hummus and have to crawl off away, and that we can wait out in our steak factory.
Alright then, Lloyd.
Yeah.
And that's basically what you're doing out here now?
Oh, that's it. Well, we're about to go out and just like say, look, they might be saying it's our fault that we're insuring all the pipelines and the mines, and that's how the fossil fuels are being extracted, and that if we stop doing that, then, you know, they might be able to make, you know, wouldn't be able to build those things. But we're here to say, on our way around, that actually the climate crisis is your fault. Your fault. All the people's fault. It's personal responsibility, not the system, not government. It's the fault of the individual. So we've got a handy leaflet to say, don't worry, if you do your recycling, the Arctic won't be on fire.
I mean, you make an eloquent point. You articulate yourself well. Do you think you get a better reception and response from people if you didn't have a rat's face on?
I don't understand what you mean.
You've got a real thing, like...
The thing about corporates is, you know, it's, I guess that's how people just see us these days, isn't it?
Yeah, right. No, but I'm saying, oh, right, you're still in character, right. But, all right, so I'm taking from what you said there, you're big on reform, you'd like to reform the system that we live in economically.
Oh no, not at all. We're very happy fleecing everyone, and then eventually when we've guaranteed, because there's no insurance for the planet, we're guaranteeing its destruction. We've got our rockets, we're working on our space tech, the billionaires are sorted, so screw the plebs.
What about the skies? What are you doing to the skies?
What we're doing to the skies?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, cruising around, going to our like villas at the top of mountains, enjoying ourselves. I know the snow will be gone soon.
What are you injecting in the skies out of the aeroplanes?
What are you talking about?
I thought you was being Lloyd's in London, the people that are insuring it.
That's right. So
you
the gas,
you
the oil,
believe in
the coal.
climate change. You believe in man-made climate change, but you don't.
Well, obviously that's the case. You know, we've
you don't
tried covering.
But you don't believe in chemical trails coming out of the back of airplanes.
So let's just make it very clear, shall we? We've covered it up for a very long time.
Right.
We've covered it for a long time, but the truth is out there now.
Right.
Yes, climate change is real, but it's okay. We've skimmed off enough. We'll keep oppressing people. We do as we want, and you know, when it all goes tits up, we're flying off out of here. Glad you appreciate that. Have a leaflet. The climate change is your fault.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Thanks for that, Lloyd. Amazing. Cheers, mate. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is my argument. This is what I'm trying to have. I'd really like to get your input, please, mate. Please. I just had to deal with a rat face.
Mine will be off the record on it, but my intake on this is that there is problems.
Yeah.
There is things that we need to do.
Right.
I think the general C2s of the world that come to work and go home because of these idiots. Well, red alert as in they don't overtake our work scope, really. If you was at home, you wouldn't let them come stealing in your house, would you? But, do you remember the poll tax?
Yeah,
you look young, you look a bit young.
but I like
we remember it for a while, but let me tell you, there was people there that day, there was families there that day, there was genuine people there that day, they felt that story. And that's when you know it's serious.
Yes.
When you see genuine people, not middle class fucking arseholes.
Amen. What about
down here and just, you know...
Just on that note, what was your take on the freedom protest that was all happening last year?
What was that, the one sitting in the road? Or?
No, they was marching down Oxford Street and then they go to all the vehicles
but that's their right to do that.
Right.
We live in a country where you are right.
Yes.
You have the democracy and the civil right to voice your opinion whether you agree with it or not.
Right.
And I'm grateful for that.
Yes, amen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But the way they do it, how they do it, it's gluing yourself to a fucking building.
The glue's made out of fucking petrol. Honestly. The glue they use is made out of fucking petrol. Where would they be without it?
I do recall when they do. So there is that element. I'm not going to knock them because they're here doing it and
they're doing what they believe,
what they believe in.
Right.
But it's just the way they go about it. Sitting up on a balcony out there ain't going to change.
What is it doing? It's not doing much, is it?
I mean, they're all having a jolly up. They've all got their masks on with Boris and they're up there and whatnot. But in terms of the actual fundamental reason that they're here for, do they not think that we know? Do they not think that we care about our environment, our kids' environment, our grandkids' environment? Do you know what I mean? And we know, but we've been living that for fucking years.
They've been telling us since the 70s Essex and London was going to be underwater by the noughties. So, once bitten, twice shy, mate. You know what I mean?
I was a young lad in the 70s and I recall the 3-day week, I recall the power cuts, I recall everything. Unemployment and all sorts of shit. But we come through it. That's what we do. You know what I mean? We adjust. Now we're being told at the moment that we've got to take care of our rubbish and we've got to take care of the environment and we've got to do this. And people are doing it. People are genuinely concerned and doing it. But they don't do it in a way. You know, we laugh at those people, and we shouldn't do. We should be standing next to them.
Well, this is what I just said to him. I said, you're eloquent, and you articulate yourself well. Don't you think it'd be better off without the ratting on and having a serious conversation about it? But it's all pantomime and theatre.
Well, that's it. But that's it, though. It's just seen as a laugh to the normal people. If it goes on the news later, it'll be like, oh, then the fuck is it back again? You know, the old crusties are out again, doing their bit. Disrupting people.
Slowing the traffic down. Yeah, doing what they do.
But there's not many, is there?
You're welcome.
They sign on. But you know, it's like there's one side of me that's kind of in agreement with what they're trying to achieve. But there's a bigger side of me that says you're going about it the wrong way, people.
Yeah. I think this is a discourse that needs to be had. This is what I'm trying to broach to them, you know?
You're targeting the wrong people in that.
This is what I've been fucking saying.
You're targeting the wrong people because how many times you've only got to look back in history. These people that run these buildings, the pods that go in the penthouses, they don't give a fuck what's going on down here.
Probably ain't even in there.
No. It doesn't matter what they're doing, but that's, you know, life has always been like that since I was born. You know, there is those that have and those that have not. There's those that, you know, but at the end of the day, we still have the right to voice our opinion, whether you agree with it or not.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm about.
So yeah, I've just come down to have a fag and just have a quick look at them, but there's not many here, is there?
Nah, it's a bit of a dismal turnout, to be fair.
So you here all day, what, just getting...
I don't know,
Who's
mate.
this for then?
This is me. I'm Jim Bibby.
Correct, not political. Yeah. Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, what's the name? Roy, nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're here all week, and
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, well, no one gives a shit by Friday because we're all on Easter holiday, so, you know.
Yeah, that's it. But listen, Roy, you have a nice... I'm going to bring that forward a little bit, if you don't mind. Seeing as you said yeah. So, my name's Jim. How you doing?
My name's Ben.
What are you doing here today, Ben?
I'm here in support of the action on the Lloyds building.
Right. Right, the action on the Lloyds building, what they're doing today,
To make a clear statement about the financial business within London, about how it funds unsustainable projects and fossil fuel industry in particular.
Very interesting you should say that word to me, Ben. You said the word funds.
Yeah.
As in, gives them money so they can do their task. Right? A bit like the independent panel climate change, funded by the United Nations. Yeah? Who are promoting something called capitalism. Right? Who are working within a framework of the World Economic Forum. Right? So, and who are trying to tell everyone they'll own nothing to be happy. Well, first things first, you know Klaus Schwab? You have no idea who Klaus Schwab is. What about Yoval Noah Harari? No? Oh, right. So basically, where do I start? I mean, Ben, you don't know who any of these people are. You know who the UN Secretary General is, though, you know? Heard of capitalism? You never heard of capitalism? Basically, it's my understanding that there's a rich and powerful world elite that run the world.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think this is all about?
No, you need to get real.
It's not all about a rich little elite.
No, of course it isn't. I'm an ecologist, so I work in habitat restoration, and I can see there's an incremental loss of habitats and species. We're literally pulling the rug out from under us.
And the big case
Buy business as usual. No, in this country as well, we're one of the most nature depleted countries.
Yeah, we're just letting everyone kind of do their own thing.
I've been working in ecology and habitat creation for 30 years. I've seen many common species of birds and butterflies that were common when I was young. Now to begin with, until that's nonsense. There's no decent research to support those. You don't need to talk about it.
We just don't need to talk about it. You know why there's no decent research? It's paid for by the industry. The same way as
You just need to look around. No, I mean, you know, the conspiracy theories are just
what? The fact that they keep spraying the clouds.
it's just a smoke screen, basically. It's clear, all of the scientists around the world are quite clear about what's going on. Even if you disagree about the human-induced climate emergency,
No, I believe where I
I live, it's observable. You see, you've got the sun and sky blues in the morning, you see the aeroplanes come out of all the shit out the back of them, and then it's cloudy by the evening.
What about the insects
That's science.
and the
That's how you do
butterflies?
science. You observe things.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not all theory and done by speculation.
Yeah.
That's not science. And
I can only speak as an expert about the
as an
areas
expert in a
I'm
narrow field.
I'm involved with.
in a narrow field. What do you mean?
It's a narrow field. I'm a specialist on ornithology and botany, so I work on habitat restoration.
Right.
I can see the way that
In this
habitats have been depleted and, yeah, absolutely, and fragmented
what have
in
we
a
done to the
systematic
country
way. Yeah,
But when I say about electromagnetic radiation, you tell me that's not.
we've lost the main issue that we need to look at. I mean, it is
But
it's part and
are
parcel
you an
of
expert in
whole
the main
thing.
issues, or are you an expert?
Of evidence for the problems.
So how can you
caused by-
being an expert of anything, how can you just disregard something so blasé and say it's nonsense? If you're an expert of anything, what sort of attitude? No, what sort of attitude is that to have?
Well,
If you're a scientist,
yeah.
surely you must understand that you're always going to be wrong. Test things because you're wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
My comment was about where it is worth focusing your
Oh,
attention.
you try conspiracy theories. This is
See it in
important.
front of
They're
our
fucking blocking out the sun. It's going to stop people being able to grow food. Do you understand?
What
You
evidence?
eat 10 tomatoes.
What evidence do you have for that?
Whatever. Condensation cells, comp cells. You understand humidity and how that all works.
The best thing I think is the airports being shut down and being operating at a much lower level since COVID, because now you can look at the skies and they're clear of all of those contrails. It's starting to come back now. It's starting to come back, and that.
Seriously, but no.
I don't think that's right way to do things, then. Drew wants to punch him. It's not the right way to do things, Ben. You fancy having this chat yet, or what? Hello? Fancy a chat yet?
No, I won't today.
Why not today?
Who are you working for?
Look, that's my name there, Jim Bibby.
Yeah. Another day I'll be happy to talk.
Another day, but why?
I won't.
A bit of dignity. Please, sir.
I
I love your beard.
thank you very much. And I often
Fascinates me.
but today is just not my day. Thank you.
What do you make on the UN Secretary General's comments the other day? No? Why not? Why have you not that? I thought we had a report with Italian.
Yeah, but I'm Italian. And I'm just like me.
Huh? You what like me?
Cool. Let's get away from where they see me busy already. This is the thing where they're all in one spot and that. They see the way, they see the body language. Oh shit, Dino, one sec. One sec, boys. Shut that fucking racket up. Oh shit, why is this on? You look shattered. You look knackered. You look tired. Been here long?
So we're finished.
Finished?
Right, so
There you go, 4 hours and you're off, boy.
We've done our job.
Oh, fair play. You got, yeah.
Done our job.
Amazing.
And we're
Are we
moving
marching
somewhere
now then?
else. Well, we'll see. Well, we wouldn't be telling you that, would we?
Oh no. Heavens no. Amazing.
correct?
Yes. You've never heard of me?
No, I've never heard of you, no.
Must be a sinner. He's never heard of us, boys.
No, I'm just ignorant.
No, I wouldn't say that, mate.
What are you? Can you explain?
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So you're sort of your own person?
Yes, I've got my own opinions. I'm not backed by anyone. I'm just here trying to. I'm autistic. Is basically what's going on. So that's why I'm out here trying to get a perspective and an insight as to how everyone else thinks and what they're up to, basically.
Good for you.
Thank you very much. Oh. Yeah, do you want to talk?
I'm happy to talk.
Smashing.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's your name?
So I'm Luke Hogg.
Luke Hogg. I'm Jim Bobet.
Nice to meet you.
You too, Luke. Yes.
And
And why are you here?
I am here because of the insane stupidity of the situation we are in. So we have 40 years of evidence that climate change is occurring. It is bad for us. It is affecting us in this country now.
Just to interject there quickly. I'm 32, right?
Yeah.
When I was about 8, they said that London and Essex was going to be underwater by the year 2000 in the noughties, yeah? It was like 202 or something like that. They said it was going to be underwater. So there has been a sort of, see what I'm saying, there's been a, they have said this sort of stuff.
So you're saying that some of the predictions have been wrong?
Yes.
Okay. I've got show and tell on that if I may.
Right, please
Okay,
do.
bear with. So, right.
See, God works in mysterious ways. There's a reason why that you wanted to talk to me, see? Because you've got show and tell about it. That's why.
Give me a moment, let me...
That's a Nokia.
It is a Nokia, I think it's a 3210.
No, it's not, because I remember what they look like, but that ain't one of them. Anyway,
It's a very old one
it
anyway.
is.
I got this
8,
phone.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I got this phone, what? 20 years ago, 15 years ago. See, no colour screen, no touch screen, no internet.
Right,
This is my Moto G.
right,
Looking, touch screen,
Yes.
colour screen,
Yes.
internet.
yes,
There's about 15 years between these two phones.
right.
So you think, 15 years of scientific endeavour has turned this to this.
Right.
What do you think 15 years of climate science has done? So, 15 years ago, our predictions were a bit off. We were still learning, we were still developing. 15 years have passed, our predictions are so much better.
Did you think of that argument all by yourself?
I did indeed.
Oh,
yes.
man.
So yes, science gets things wrong occasionally, but it's a learning process. It is an iterative process. Okay, so we've been off. I am much more confident with this whole 2050, that's the last point, keep it under 1.5 degrees. Because, like you, I'm 38.
Right.
I remember learning about climate change on blue pizza
Right.
and in the classroom, and I remember thinking to myself, it can't be that serious, it can't flood that bad. And just over the years, these arguments have kept going. And I did a degree in physics. I'm a physicist. And in fact, I used to be a climate change denier. Like I say, I was like, it can't be that serious.
Right.
And then,
I'm not a denier.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm very, very worried. I'm not implying you are.
No,
Obviously,
no,
okay.
no.
So anyway, let's say I was a denier. I definitely was. And I remember one day, it was 2008. I just finished my degree. I was unemployed, living with my parents, and I caught the end of this documentary on climate change. And afterwards, I went for a walk, and I remember thinking to myself, you know, science is what figured out how to make planes fly. Science is what the doctor uses every time they treat you. Science is what makes every single gizmo in your mobile phone work. Right? If you've got all the trillions of things that science gets right every second, trillions, why are people so convinced that it must be wrong on this one topic? And then suddenly I thought, wait a minute.
It's not just this though, is it?
So then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I am a scientist. Why am I so convinced it's wrong? There, literally, in the middle of the field, surrounded by sheep, I had an epiphany. And I thought, I'm going to get involved in this. So, yeah, climate change science has been wrong. We've made some wrong predictions. I'm sure the Wright brothers, their planes crashed loads of times before they flew.
Did you? Alright, I've just got to get in there, right?
Yeah.
So you're a scientist.
Yep.
Did you read up the scientists on the COVID-19 deaths?
I read a little bit, yes.
Do you know the difference between the vaccination and the mRNA gene therapy?
Roughly, yes.
Right. Did you have a vaccination or did you have gene therapy?
I had Pfizer, which I believe was gene therapy.
Right. Okay. Amazing.
Now,
So
let me tell you something.
Right.
I was shitting myself.
Right.
When somebody says, this is genetic instructions to make a virus and we're injecting it into your arm, I'm like, what the? I'm like, no, I'm a scientist. I believe in science.
Right, but there was no science, was there? She's still in third phase clinical trials. That's the point. There's no long-term data. Where is your scientific action?
All right. My brother
Right.
is a cancer research scientist at Oxford for the research.
Right. My sister and one nan both died of cancer. Yeah, when I was younger, there's 1 in 3 people. 1 in 3 people died of cancer. That's 1 in 2.
No, you should be
Yep.
on it.
Right? They all just talk about science and this and that. It's very fickle. These arguments you're making, they're very fickle. Like they're a bit emotionally based on your own interaction with life experience.
Of course.
I believe.
Of course. What else have I got to react with other than my own life experiences? So,
Oh yeah.
So my brother, he knows a lot about this. He knows about cancer cures, and he tells me about the whole scientific process and how they develop these things. So I've had like first-hand interaction with an Oxford professor who tells me how they've gone through this process.
That's a challenge.
Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying about the guy?
Yeah.
You see?
I see what you're saying. Go to professionals. Yeah.
Well, no. I'm sort of why would the mainstream media, why would the government be trying to suppress certain information and details?
Right, we're going a little off topic. So we got on the vaccines. Okay, let's go back to climate science.
Can we talk about the UN Secretary General and the statement he made the other day?
I haven't read that statement.
Okay, fair enough.
But yes, so scientific research is collaboration. I cannot make, I've dropped balls into sand pits and measured how fast they fall so I can confirm gravity for myself. I've swung a pendulum, so I've studied pendulum mechanics. I cannot, take...
Do you know, you want about all these different things, but do you know our compass works?
Yep. Lines up the magnetic pole. An experiment I can do again. But I cannot build a large hadron collider in my backyard. So, I as a scientist, I have to go to the large hadron collider and guide it and say, hey, what's your data? And I have to trust them.
As a scientist, why would they have, outside the CERN, outside the large hadron collider, why would they have a monument to a Hindu...
I guess the
Can't comment on that one.
Can't comment, but you're a scientist, you're talking about CERN. Can you postulate as to why you may believe there is any reason, any significance in what they mean as a scientist? Why would they have it? Do you know what they're up to?
Smashing the party together to find out what the name is.
Amazing. And how does that feel your belly, your gut? How does it make you feel? When you say that, when you say them things together, how does it make you feel in your phone?
I
Trust the science.
I trust the science, and this is the point they're trying to make. I know. Because our whole point, we've been perverted twice. We're still not
Sorry.
Why do I believe it's climate science? That's the question. That's the question you're asking me, right?
No, I'm saying, why do you believe that this science would be the only sort of United Nations?
All right, yep.
Right?
Yep.
Capitalism, stakeholder capitalism,
Right.
World Economic Forum, World Health Organization.
That's funded all these things, yes? And how can we trust that?
How can we trust them? When you make a very good point. How can we trust them? How can we trust them? Should we trust them? Have you listened to the things that they were saying over the last 2 years?
Word, two words I'd use. Healthy skepticism. So let's
So say 7 African presidents or 4, say 5 African presidents didn't want to use the mRNA vaccination technology. Yeah? Say they all decided to stay staunch in their beliefs and they said, right, I'm not going to give this to my nation. 5 of them said that and died. Yeah, why mysterious? So what did you just say about? What was the word that you said about not believing?
healthy skepticism.
Healthy skepticism. Now, where does healthy skepticism lie? All these people agreeing to the same thing or declining the same thing and all dying in mysterious circumstances.
Again,
where's healthy skepticism there?
I-
What does that mean?
Okay. Right. So again, I don't want to go down the vaccine route. That's a whole separate discussion.
I know.
Let's not talk about it.
But here's the UN though, it's still the same people that are pushing this sort of stuff. This technology that's untried, untested, they wanted to roll out, still do want to roll out globally. They're telling you this ain't our process.
I am not doing about vaccines.
No, but these are people.
Look, right. Let's plug. You're saying these organisations,
United Nations.
they have funded the large hadron collider. They have funded all these science research.
No. It's like they're funding the IPCC.
Yeah, we're planning something.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes. International Panel on Climate Change. Yes, they are funding that. Yes.
Right. So there will be, what's it called, conflict of interest. When they're promoting the same thing, yeah.
All right. So you're saying IPCC exists to push the agenda of the United Nations.
And the World Health Organization. You're getting it! You're
Right.
great, Joe, you're getting it!
Okay, that's your point. Right, okay, cool. Right, question to you then. What's their agenda? Capitalism, isn't it? No, okay.
Of course they're doing everything about stupid. You've got to go and protest in Russia and places like that.
Get children to cut their private parts off, so they cannot be. It's an ungodly new world religion, a new world order. Maybe they're not heard of it. Yeah, the West is falling. Yeah, and they're setting up some new stuff.
Oh, right, so
So the framework looks like China. And that's what you lot are marching towards, unknowingly. That's why people call you useful idiots. I do agree.
these corporations are destroying our environment, they are making our lives miserable, we are dying,
What this is doing is calling for infliction and oppression of the working man. All of this is just going to make it harder for everyone else. This is all funded for by the same people that are funding Ukraine and things like that.
Well, that's the horrible nature of globalism capitalism. Everything is horribly interconnected. We have to stand up for what we believe in. We believe in revolution. No, we believe in stopping climate change. Let's start there.
What about getting them all out of Parliament and hanging them?
Well, I'm not going to comment.
Treason.
Not going to
Allowed to hang
comment.
them for treason.
You'll have to go to court for that one. But, okay, right, looks like we're moving on.
It does. Right,
Well, thanks for your time.
No, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, okay.
That's brilliant. Right, cheers then. Amazing. And 2 bars already, that's amazing. Oh, no way.
Found the trannies, boys. Found the trannies. Can you tell me what climate change has got to do with colonialism?
Climate change got to do with colonialism. Are you filming?
Yeah.
I don't want to be filmed.
You don't want to be filmed? Alright. It encourages it? Can you define colonialism for me?
It's what Britain did in the past.
It's what Britain did in the past.
Yeah, history book.
History books. Is that a dictionary definition or is that your own special one? I'll just listen, it's all in the IPCC report, the AR6. It says it's all down to colonialism and I'm just trying to understand how. And if you've got believed that.
What's down to what?
Colonialism. Climate change is down to colonialism. Do you mind being on camera after talking? You look very lovely, by the way. All the time. Yes, she did. She said she didn't want to be on film.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I know. That's the thing when you're out protesting in public. Cameras everywhere.
But she has a choice here. She doesn't have a choice about
I don't
that.
have a choice because I'm holding the camera.
There's also a thing called consent.
It could be respectful to ask her if she doesn't wish it.
Respect.
Stop.
What, like you've got to respect and everyone around here trying to work, banging your drums? Is that what you're on about?
But
Respect.
So why are you so angry with me?
No.
I can hear, I can feel your
I'm
anger.
autistic. I don't judge my stuff too well, especially when all this noise is going on. Please don't touch my stuff. Please resist the temptation, the urge. I know it's very pretty. Why is this multicoloured? What does this mean, this rainbow? Right, I want to know capitalism and colonialism. Please stop feather dusting me. Please. Please.
She wants to tickle you.
They all want to tickle me.
Yeah, well, you're a
Listen,
good looking guy.
so are you.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So how does it equate to with climate
Speak to new
change?
ladies.
I don't think my wife would be happy to hear you say that. Listen, what's it got to do with colonialism? Please, it's a genuine question.
So,
Is it-
so very basic history.
Right.
But my understanding is that the Industrial Revolution started in the UK,
Right.
because we were one of the first countries to knock all their trees down as fuel. So then the UK needed a new fuel, and it found coal.
Right.
And so we used coal for many a century, and up until quite recently.
Right.
But with the birth of the Industrial Revolution, which was founded on coal
Right.
and fossil fuels,
Right.
and then oil came along later and gas came along later.
Do you know who produces 50% of the entire world's coal burning today? China.
Okay, but
Right.
hold on. So you just asked me a question
About
gone off
colonialism.
somewhere else.
Yeah, about colonialism.
So
So
it's-
because we moved all the infrastructure and all the industry, all the framework for industry to China, and that's now in China's hands, it's because of Western colonialism. Is that really a fair argument to make?
well, it's one strand of argument. It's not the only strand.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't.
Okay, I can ask more questions.
Yeah, but so once fossil fuels were discovered as really efficient, well, efficient in one way, but really efficient ways of creating heat, electricity, then there's a huge global demand for fossil fuels.
Right.
And being affluent and powerful, they will then use that from other countries, and then you get over time you get the big companies who come from the West and they go to poorer countries to extract. So the colonialism that I understand is, in this argument, is extractivism.
Do you think it's the right term to use?
I think extractivism is the term I like.
Yeah, exactly. So you're with me. Colonialism ain't the right word to use, is it?
Well,
To see the quote, you're just.
It's no. It's in the, no.
from
darling,
the report.
honestly, in the utmost respect, it's mentioned about 5 times within the first 5 pages on the new report.
Well, I think extractivism is probably mentioned as well, isn't it?
But no, but the point is teaching critical race theory in these documents. It's white hatred. That's the point. The way that we're supposed to what's it called? We're supposed to feel bad for the rest of the planet with all these other people. You're trying to make us feel like we're doing it to them. When really and truly, it ain't us on an individual level. It's government and big business.
Yeah, it's big business. That's why we're here.
Yeah, but you shut down Oxford Street the other day and Regent Street. You see what I'm saying?
I think you're
So-
mixing up too many things.
So it's very.
My head works very quick.
And we have to go. Sorry.
So there's huge problems here.
Yes, there is.
Huge problems.
But when I talk about quite the chemtrails, I get laughed at and called a conspiracy theorist nutter. There is huge problems, you're right. The World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari, massive issues in the world at present, and you lot are banging at the wrong door, mate. You need to be banging at the World Economic Forum, mate. You need to be looking at what capitalism is, and stakeholder capitalism. That's where we're going.
There's a lot of demonstrations and protests take place in a lot of places, and today the target is the underwriters who underwrite
It's the same as last year. You've done the same circuit last year. It's not the right people.
Well,
the
that's
World
your-
Economic Forum. It's not. You're funded by the wrong ones. It's the United Nations. They are the problem. Yes, the IPCC is funded for in part by
So
United
you're
Nations.
bringing up suddenly a whole load of stuff
Yeah,
in
proper big fucking rabbit hole, mate.
and telling us what we should do.
basically.
Surely what we want and what the purpose of maybe journalism isn't your thing.
No.
But
What,
I mean,
I'm
all we're
gonzo.
trying to do is to put a message out there because
the wrong
it's
one.
the hidden message in your judgment.
Yes, exactly.
So
That's why it's. Fuck off! Get away! Bravely!
As to why we're here, the City of London,
Right.
if the city was a country, it would be the 9th biggest carbon emitter on
Well,
the planet.
it is a sovereign state, though, isn't it?
So it's got a big
It is a sovereign state,
carbon
though.
footprint, so we need to be here, right? You said
Today.
we shouldn't be here.
just because we've been here once before doesn't make that wrong.
It's
No, but you
still-
don't
it's a-
go to the World Economic Forum and you're funded for by the United Nations, which are a massive part.
We're not funded by the United Nations.
The IPCC is.
Take this,
Well, that's a
take
source
this,
of
come on.
information.
That is your main source, David
Yes.
King, Professor King,
It is.
yeah, and that report is the only 2 things that you go to.
Well, it's the primary source.
There you go then, you're funded for by them then, aren't you? Because you're quite...
No,
Oh, stop it. You two, make friends. Make
Wait,
friends.
It's lovely meeting you today, thank you for your...
Please, can we give me this?
Yes, alright, stop touching me with that. Stop fucking... Officer! Sexual help! Oh, wait, fucking over these drums.
Right outside the facility.
How do I get your job? I want your job. Keep losing my fucking name. No, heaven no.
I don't know.
Excuse you, my friend.
I mean, you know, it's my friend.
Oh no.
Come on, and laughing in the big bar.
Who did you vote for? No, I'm joking.
What is it? Look at you.
I said, who did you vote for? Theresa May? I made it in the French one. Yeah. Le Pen. Le Pen. Thank you very much. I need to get away from that rackety noise, boys. I didn't even fucking... Oh, God. Excuse me, sir, what do you reckon of all this? No? Not your fact, no, not your thing, talking. Cheers, mate. Don't even try. So I'm fucking all about trying, my love. Don't even try. Should nick them away. Put them in the cells, eh? What should we do with them? Fucking nick them, mate. Noisy cunts. We don't make all this noise. Excuse me, mate. Do you agree with all this? No comment. You've got a job, ain't you? Prevents you from being able to comment. You've got a job that prevents you from being able to comment. On the contrary. Salty opinion. But you like all this, that's what I'm saying. No. You don't like all this. Sorry? You don't like all this.
What would I do? I'm just around visiting and tourists.
Yeah? You're the smartest man I've seen all day. I'd like to get an interaction. Please.
So thanks.
Where are you from?
Norway.
Okay. Have a nice day. He's Norwish. He's from Norwish, boys. It's mental stuff.
То есть никого нет там.
Привет. Русский. Clocked in, mate. Look at all them sandwiches that the old bro are letting them take up. Amazing. Ginger beards off our streets.
Great job, guys.
Oh, why was I not filming him? Why was I not filming him? Fuck's sake. I think they must all be autistic. They thought he was being serious. In that voice. He don't talk like that. He most defo don't talk like that. Alex, I thought you had a job, mate. I thought you worked. Would have told you if if I'd known you was coming down. Well, if I'd known you was about, even. I want a salty opinion, you knew what I wanted. Ah, you're a piss take, mate. Absolute piss taker. No, we definitely shouldn't, should we? We'll all be fucking cold. They're packing up, boys. Dean ain't even here. All time to leave. Excuse me, mate. You're a rebel?
Yeah.
But, do you mind having a talk?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Because I'm good.
Do you know who I am?
I know of you, I believe. I've seen you around.
No way.
I've seen you around interviewing people.
Oh, you don't like my
No,
style?
I've not seen that outcome of you interviewing people.
Oh,
I've
right.
just seen you around interviewing people.
That's what I mean.
I'm not a very good spokesperson. I'm not confident in front of camera. Is my.
Oh, right, I'm with you. What about off
not
camera?
No, I'm good. I've not seen. I'm not saying it's not a thing that I've not seen your output. Is what I'm saying. So.
Alright, smash it, no worries. Can I get just one question, right? My old man's 75 years old, yeah? He's an old age pensioner and that, yeah? And he just got a letter through the post saying
Well, it's transition. There needs to be a less of a focus on fossil fuel as a source of energy and transition to renewable energies. And it's things like they need to stop even, like at the moment it's still giving out licenses to go and drill, to go and explore, where it's not the amount of money that they're putting into that to drill new transition. There's like discussions of moving away and moving across to renewables, but at the same time when they're starting to give out licenses and open up coal mines.
how do you feel, because you're very passionate about that, it's like the same reason I am, because you've got family, right? So what's your sentiments on internal Russian matters being funded for by the West, England and America and things like this, like sending them stingers and bombs and this, that and the other. Like it's millions, it's into hundreds of millions of pounds of stuff we've sent them. The whole time while all our old people's utility bills are going up in price, like dramatically.
No, it's not.
It's not.
My mum's the other side. My mum's
So,
just saying.
do you be funding them? Do you see? Do you know that we are at war by proxy? Do you understand?
Yeah,
that
I understand. Well, I understand that we are sending military equipment to Ukraine.
And you do understand Ukraine's a territory of Russia. It's a part of Russia. It's never had fucking borders separate from Russia, right?
Yeah.
It's always been it's an internal matter. It's what the West is doing is a war crime. Yeah, do you understand?
Yeah, but then at the same time of what Russia are doing as a war crime, like that. I mean, yeah, this is. I don't know where I sit on the fence with us sending weapons and stuff.
Well, while the oldies are all freezing and that, or too petrified, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and no, I get that, and that's something that the government needs to think like why. I understand that the two are connected, but at the same time, like there should be more being done by the government to reduce these bills. So like these companies are still earning billions in profits, right? So why are we not taxing them properly? Why are we still subsidising?
Yes, they're all friends. They're all friends.
Yeah,
what about World Economic Forum? Klaus Schwab.
I don't know.
You don't know who that is? Do you know who it is?
I know who it is. I don't know enough to comment.
What about Yuval Noah Harari?
Yeah, no, I don't know enough to comment on that.
I mean, I can show you a 3-minute video, mate. It'll blow your mind. These people, there's a mass global agenda at play here, yeah. And by doing this, you're highlighting the wrong things, I believe personally, because the cabal that you're going after is they're moving in plain sight with all this capitalism, this World Economic Forum, and all this the UN, the Secretary General making this statement that happens to what's the word? He's speaking. He's trying to egg on Extinction Rebellion with their what they're doing, the UN Secretary General. But my point is, there's a massive conflict of interest when the UN fund the independent panel on climate change. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these people all into bed with each other, with the World Economic Forum. These people that are saying you own nothing to be happy and all this sort of thing. They want you to eat bugs. Oh, you're a vegan anyway, aren't you?
I'm a vegan, yeah, I am a vegan.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day,
chemtrails are real. You do understand, don't you?
Yeah, but and what I'm saying, but at the end.
You should be going to Davos and fucking protesting them there, mate. That's what we should be doing. But you can't get near them. It's like COP26. Did you go up? That's what I'm saying. But this is all part and parcel with the old people starving and having to pay for their own things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
It's a new world order. The West is falling. With the world government summit. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, that's interesting as well. The West is falling, mate. Yeah, this is.
I get it. Yeah, and then it is all connected. Like there's no two ways about that. But yeah, I mean,
man-made climate change is a thing, but they're trying to block out the sun. This is the thing. They're doing it with chemtrails and stuff. And then when I say that to certain people, they're trying to call me a conspiracy theorist and say there's no fucking science behind it. Say, all right, well, where's the science about ionising fucking? Who pays for it about ionising radiation in mobile phones? It's the industry. You can't trust these things when there's a clear-cut conflict of interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's the same. It's where the money comes from.
And that's why it's so important to make sure you're looking into things and doing your
Amen.
research and not just even for me. Like I don't just be like, oh, this is what.
No, you seem very open.
This guy said to me, so that's what I'm going to believe. Like I'll go home and I'll look up some stuff, or I'll make sure you do that research.
Amen, brother.
You don't know, and at the end of the day,
Listen, shake my hand.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. I thoroughly appreciate that. Cheers, mate. What do you make of all this rabble, sir? What do you make of all this noise?
I don't know, but it's the first time I've heard it. I just came round now.
Do you know who they are?
It's the Extinction Rebellion.
It is indeed. And how do you feel about them?
I think they've got a point.
They got a point?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Alright.
Do you think they're going about it in the right way?
I think it's probably better than laying on roads and things like that.
I think you've got a point there.
Clearly, people think they are doing it, so...
They are indeed.
Can anybody get back in the lorries building?
Well, I think they've commandeered it from the place up.
Oh, I think.
Yeah. I would say that's a bit of a pain in the backside for those that work inside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It might even be a bit scary and daunting for like the ladies. You know? You thought you'd come and have a look, did you?
Yeah.
Fair play. Well, thank you for your take.
Okay, yeah.
Cheers, mate. One of them. Yeah, I said he'd speak to me later. We'll get him now. Let's go. Sorry, mate. Thank you. Hello, mate. Do you mind explaining to me the concept of public privacy?
I saw you the other day, didn't I?
You did. Did you say to speak to me later on as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I said I'll hold you to it.
Yeah, that's very fair. So,
if you don't mind, sorry. I do got a friend who's supposed to be helping me out, but yeah. Right.
no worries.
So how does that work?
So what was the question you wanted to ask?
Well, you said you're entitled to your privacy.
Yeah, so I was saying that I didn't really feel like speaking right then. I was just busy.
Yes.
So I was just asking for you to respect me to leave. Would you like to find out about why we're here today?
I would like to find out if you've heard the UN Secretary General's statement that he made today.
That calling, was it the government that continued to...
They was terrorist Christian and used the word.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
It feels like maybe the tide is turning, that people are realising that ordinary people are fed up and are not willing to accept basically government lies about kind of them pretending that they're acting on climate change when really they're not.
So, the independent panel on climate change,
Yeah.
what does independent mean in that context?
Independent panel on climate change. I guess they are basically, they've been given the sort of the mandate to kind of write a report, and then they have to return the answers to the report to the UN.
So the word independent to you means to be mandated by someone else.
As in, they have the mandate to then go and write this report. No one is then telling them how to write it.
But the funding comes from the United Nations.
Yeah.
Do you understand the concept of conflict of interest?
Yes.
Right. So if the people paying for the report and then saying, oh yeah, the report is this, that and the other, all jolly good stuff, and we're behind it, do you understand my sentiment and what I'm alluding to?
No worries. So, are you saying that because people have a salary to do a job, they're not able to form an opinion by themselves?
No, I'm saying that the only reason that there's no real data and good science on electromagnetic radiation and non-ionisation radiation is because it's done by the industry. There is a problem in all industries when science is paid for by the industry. That's what I'm on about, a conflict of interest.
Which industry are you referring to?
Well, the industry that's trying to sell capitalism at the minute, if you like capitalism.
Do you want to explain that?
I mean, I haven't got enough hours in the day. It's a very big thing. Do you know what the World Economic Forum is?
The World Economic Forum. I'm familiar with them, but I don't know them that well.
Right. Have you ever heard the expression "you will own nothing and be happy"?
No.
How does that expression make you feel? Turn the phrase make you feel. You will own nothing and be happy.
It depends who's telling you, saying you will own nothing.
Well, it's them, isn't it?
Right.
The oligarchs, the elites, the cabal, the Satanists.
Right, okay.
Right? So they're saying you own nothing and be happy. How does that make you feel?
I don't really understand what that means. Are you saying that they are limiting in what we can own?
Stakeholder capitalism is what they're fighting for.
Right, okay, go on, explain that.
Like I'm saying about thousands a day, mate, this is all stuff that you've got to learn by yourself. You've got to go. You seem like fair enough and reasonable enough to yeah. And there are, I'm in agreement, there are massive things wrong with the world today.
Can't be trusted because of vested interests. Right. So one of our demands is that we are demanding that people have a say in the future and how climate change is happening. Assemblies. So. Yes, I'm aware of it, so if I'll just finish my answer. So we are demanding that people have a say, so we are trying to circumvent vested interests and lobbying. So we're here raising awareness, and then we are demanding that other people then have a say in what happens next. So I think we're probably in agreement that people should have the power to decide their own future and what happens next. So I'm afraid I have to leave it there because I'm also quite short on time.
Yeah, no, just the last
nice thing to do, but I'll leave it to the last thing then.
Right, no, it's not question, it's a statement.
Okay.
You do seem like a capitalist compassionate.
Yeah.
Right? You need to look into the World Economic Forum and what they're up to.
Okay, I will do that. In return, do you want to look at Extinction Rebellion?
I'll take another one to make you feel better.
Yeah, okay, I will. Okay, enjoy your day, and I'll let you enjoy the vibes and chat to more people.
Thank you very much for your time. Cheers, mate. Cameraman checks the fucking levels after we've had the conversation. Hello, it's working. That's to make sure it's still working. His name? I fucking would. Hang on a minute. I think we've got one, boys.
Oh, mate, I've got to have a go on that. Would you mind having a talk?
No, I don't mind talking.
Oh, that's awfully Christian of you. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Right, and I'm doing it. I'm a one-man band, right? I've got to do it all, yeah? So you just bear with us 30 seconds, my love, and I'll be ready to...
I'll tell you what, I can refresh my memory as well.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could always do that if you fancy.
Do my revision.
No, but look, I want to talk to you about the t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay? Are you a Christian? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've been ever so rude. My name's James.
Oh, Jill.
Jill, lovely to meet you, Jill. Right, you're a Christian.
I am Christian.
Are we in the end times?
Actually, I like to not worry too much about whether we're in the end times because I think that's the wrong focus. I think the focus is how good can we make things going forward. Do I think we're doing this? I suppose I'll put it to you. I like to think no, but we really need to do something about this and fast. It's not me saying whether or not we're in trouble. It's IPCC.
No, I'm on about the scripture. It's the t-shirt.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't.
So,
I think God gives us, you know, an idea.
not deeply prophetic, you don't really look at the prophecies and think, oh,
I don't know. I think we won't know the time or the hour.
That's what he said.
People's times ends. There we are. That's what I think.
What's your...
I don't know. I'm saying that as an individual.
Yeah, no. I think that everyone's an individual, isn't they? So what's your sentiments, if I can just digress a little bit, what's your sentiments in sodomy?
Me personally, I think it's not a very nice word for a perfectly normal human. Actually, I don't have a problem with anyone's sex.
So you're not a Christian then?
I am a Christian.
You are a Christian, but you believe in sin?
I maybe have a different interpretation of sin. I think love is... God is love and love is God, and actually however people choose to express their love with each other is not something that I'm going to get involved in.
I thought it actually says that you're not supposed to do them sorts of things.
Well, I need to talk about the climate crisis.
Yeah,
I don't really want
but
to talk about those.
this is Christianity on your t-shirt.
That doesn't mean that I have to just stand
You
here
didn't
and
have to.
justify...
No.
Yeah, so probably I'm not going to talk to you about those matters. I have my personal views and I don't see a problem with it. In fact, I haven't...
I'm just trying to highlight the fact that we are in the end times and
I don't think we're in the end
observable.
times. I don't think we're in the end times.
We're about to come towards the tribulation, we're heading towards tribulation.
I think we feel quite differently, don't we?
Well, I think it's observable. I think some people got their head buried in the sand and some people are actually seeing what's going on in the world.
I think we probably have different views about
Yeah, we
where
definitely
are.
do who's really right.
I'm not, you know...
I mean, I think you shouldn't be wearing that t-shirt if you don't really believe in sin. In all honesty, are you baptised?
Of course I'm baptised, I'm a Christian.
You're born again?
No.
You're not?
I mean, I like to think I'm permanently a Christian. Anyway,
So you didn't sin before and you didn't come to Christ, so you baptised, didn't you? So I don't know. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, pleasure. Listen.
Yeah, you too, love. All that. The mic's not attached to the fucking stream, boys. I'm gonna put that in the description, but no cunt fucking reads it anyway. So it'll be a bit pointless. I'm gonna sit down and have a drink and that for a minute. My shit's hurting, mate. All you do is see him sitting around fucking eating, mate. Useful eaters. Hey mate, what do you make of all this? Go on, say something. What about you? Go on! Tell us they're all wallies, please. Yeah, but they're wrong. Yeah, I know, but they're wrong. What am I doing? Shut up, Fabio, you mug. Censorship. They don't want to talk about it. And it ain't even that. It's just fucking Tories don't want to talk to anyone. They're above everyone. It's amazing. But a police barrier to stop anyone going up there, it's mental. It's like they're calling for extinction from Klaus Schwab. They just want Klaus to make them extinct. There's a photo. It's an exit. Yeah, cut. What a little cunt. You ain't gonna mow my phone. You might check in. Lives Matter does it about mic check, this and that. Like, it's one fucking thing and they don't get it. You alright, yeah? Yeah?
Still a mission though, so you shut that bank, it's shut in it.
Is it shut? I don't know.
Up until Moorgate, so I walked from there.
Oh, did you? How long's that? Fucking got it, dude. Nice one, bro.
I've done a bit of a diesel because it was hard working out there.
Didn't you just put it on the thing? Didn't you just put it on the...
No, it wouldn't let me do it for some reason.
Come here. Do us an interview. Don't be like that. What are you doing here today, sir?
Working.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know what you're doing really, but I meant like, why don't you call them all Wallies? You like all this, don't you? Huh? What about Klaus Schwab's involvement in it?
Who?
Klaus Schwab. You don't know who that is? You know who that is?
I don't know.
You know nothing and be happy. You've got an opinion, I know you have. Don't grow up to be that tall without forming an opinion or two.
They don't like my car.
I'm sure they fucking don't. What is it? Tesla? Oh, what litre?
3.
Oh, what fucking style? F76?
No, it's the
E46? That fucked me up 10 years ago, mate.
E46. Better the new ones have turbo.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, these ones have straight 6.
Alright.
My mate,
Yeah, in the early days I racked up with their protest.
my mate runs an E46 page, innit, on Facebook.
E46 is the old one, isn't it? The CCIs and that. Yeah. Yeah.
The last good one.
100%. 100%.
The modern Beamers and Mercs, great.
What's going on anyway? Half a fucking day or what? 12 o'clock's a bit late in the day. They've been here since 7. Yeah. When you roll out of bed, innit, I suppose?
Some girls with hairy legs.
He thought that's a bit of you. Oh shit. Are they not marching anywhere else? I thought they were marching somewhere. About it, yeah. Oh, I've got that thing for you. Go on, have a good one, yeah? Thank you very much.
Big that fast, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Have you read the report, sir? The IPCC. You've read it? And how long it is? 3,500. Yeah. Amazing. I don't know, I believe that the AR6 is all, it's 3,500 pages of fear mongering and propaganda, because all the data and all the stats are formed from computer models. Observable facts. Like facts, real facts. Do you mind doing this on camera? No, that's fine, so have I. Right, I'm going to get it right out your boat because it's probably zoomed a bit in. Fuck! That's what happens when you smoke and do it at the same time. So I'm very unprofessional. We get it polluted out of your face. Right, my name's Jim. How you doing?
Alright.
What are you doing here today?
I'm here to try and stop Lloyd's carrying on insuring the world's fossil fuel industry.
Right. And so, okay, where do we go? What actually, we were halfway through a conversation. Explain this then.
Well, the thing about Lloyd's is that Lloyd's of London insure about 40% of fossil fuel extraction and industry globally.
Right.
So that's a massive amount of an industry which needs to stop. The IPCC has already said we're going to have to stop. And 97% of climate scientists are completely unanimous that we are heading for disaster if we carry on extracting fossil fuels the way that we are.
What about lithium batteries? Lithium-ion batteries?
Lithium-ion batteries have got certain problems in how they're mined, and they're not 100% the solution.
No.
But they're not causing building CO2 in the atmosphere, and that is our really big threat.
Right.
If the
What about volcanoes?
volcano, if we had some way of controlling
right now, the City of London sovereign, right? So there's no good coming here and trying to ask for help because they are sovereign here.
no, if you look, that's why I started off with 40% of all fossil.
We'd like to want action against them because they're located in a sovereign state. You see, like the
We can
Vatican.
protest about it, we can draw the public's attention to it, and then the public perhaps will be less willing to support them.
Right.
And the public will then perhaps start saying, okay, I don't want my pension fund invested in my Lloyd's in their insurance industry. And then as the money starts to run out, and most insurance companies in the UK have stopped insuring fossil fuel projects, and Lloyd's is one of the few companies that hasn't.
Right.
There's a pipeline where it's going across Canada, transatlantic expansion, almost energy negative form of energy you can get out to the west coast of all the good indigenous land. That's one of their really big projects, but everything else is great.
What's your sentiments on chemtrails and then polluting the skies?
Yeah, it'd be very nice not to happen. I think people fly too much, people fly unnecessarily.
Right. But during the last lockdown we had,
Yep.
all the world's leaders and all the multinational CEOs and that were still flying around the private jets.
Yeah. They certainly would get nice to do. I would certainly like to stop
My
doing
point
it.
is,
I think one thing about the last lockdown is proof that we don't need to travel everywhere. We don't need it.
but they still do.
And everyone is
They still do. It's them and us.
Yeah, I think we should. I don't think absolutely. If that's the way of stopping them, obviously
They're in
that's a
bed-
great
they're in
way.
bed with the
I'm not
government.
sure you'd agree with that.
Yeah, they're in bed with the
They
government.
are indeed, and vice versa. The government is very
We
much
should
in
hang
their
on for
pockets as
treason.
well. They what?
We should hang on to treason.
I wouldn't hang anyone for
We
treason.
should expropriate their wealth, give it and do something more socially equitable.
Well, these are your words, not mine. What I would say is, like something David Graeber, the great late David Graeber said, if we were to pay all the billionaires in the world who's funding the in a far, far better place. Right. And that's the answer really, because there's a very few people.
To pay the rich.
Less than
The answer
1%.
is to pay the rich.
Yep, there's 1% to do nothing. Pay them to stop doing what they're doing at the minute. And that would be just fine, and we'd be
So
in a far,
why
far
do-
better
why-
place.
why
But
do
there is a
hanging them
1%,
for treason?
there's a 1% of the population
Crime against
who are
humanity.
causing most of the problems, and they're not helping the other 99% of us.
Do you think my argument's too strong? We should hang on for treason.
I think that's too strong. Certainly
They've lost they've genocide, crime against humanity. What about the Nuremberg trials then? Do you think that was just?
just as a difficult word. I don't know.
I
know the
are they actively taking part in the extinction of humanity as we speak?
I think
Would
their
you call that
business model,
genocide?
their business model does that.
Right,
That's
would
whether
you
a
call that
business
genocide?
model can be genocide or not.
Right. So
I'm not sure.
If someone's guilty of genocide, is that not sort of like treason in their own country?
I don't think it's treason. I think treason is a strange word to use. I think it's certainly something they have to stop doing.
Or if the Queen's
I'm not sure
involved,
you'd
it's
agree.
treason then, isn't it?
Between trying to do the sort of demo side.
I think that's quite how trees work. I think trees.
Or she's taking a note, she's taking a coronation note. Yeah? Practicing all our research.
Yeah. I suspect if you to ask her whether she'd like us to carry on using fossil fuels or not, I suspect she'd almost certainly say, no, we shouldn't, because it's madness.
I'm not sure that she holds the same
I'm really not in a
Prince
position.
Charles.
I'm not in a position to sit here and...
What do you think about Jimmy Savile and Ron Fabrics?
Blimey, I don't try and they should have been.
Do you believe in punishing crime?
Again, I can't really talk about things which are...
No, but I want opinion. I want opinion. That's what I'm about. I'm about opinion. What people truly believe from the limited knowledge that they have.
My opinion is, if you ask anyone who's got a bit of common sense today, what they would like to do, they would like to they'd like that to look at proven much better alternatives, such as offshore wind, solar.
What about Tesla? Not Tesla the cars, not Tesla the cars, Tesla like
You mean Nikola Tesla the scientist?
Yes.
Well, yeah, he had a big contribution towards science, certainly. Are you talking
Free
about Elon
electricity.
Musk?
No, I'm talking about free electricity out of the air. Get free electricity out of the air.
Okay, I don't think it's well proven as the solutions I mentioned. I think it's
I've seen it on meters. I've seen it on meters.
Okay,
I've seen scientific tests.
well, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah?
It sounds
Why is
pretty
this
unlikely
sort of stuff not being spoken about? Like this is all suppressed knowledge.
All to the point, the most important thing at the moment is we had an energy
That's
factory built
what?
in
That's what's the most important thing at the moment.
and
Go down Noah Harari is the most important thing at the moment. Honestly, you need to look into it. The World Economic Forum. Yes. You own nothing and be happy. It's all about happiness.
trying to do it. You've got to know what it is, to be honest.
You said it. No, but that'll do. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers, mate.
Did we film that? Amazing. That was amazing. Oh, it does this.
Yeah, so we've only got another day really.
There's that Spurgy one from the other day.
I watched a thing the other day that's saying about child labour involved in lithium batteries.
Yeah, fucking horrendous, mate. What's worse than that? What's worse? Go on, the boy. What's worse than that is the way that there you are. I was changing the battery's fucking died. Ah, the camera's gonna die. Yeah, and then they just move out of the way for the police. This is why they're allowed to protest. I know. Can I get a word about these wallies? Oh, fucking, I don't know, mate. But how does it make you feel?
How long have you been here for? 5 minutes. Go.
You can handle that, 5 minutes.
Not really, but but you're still look at that fucking work. Get out of the way.
We have to disrupt because that's the only way they listen.
What, disrupting the public?
It's not what we really want to do.
It's bullshit. Who are the police? What are the police doing?
The police help them do it all day.
We're sorry that we're
Shut up. What are you on about? Disrupt. You're standing in the fucking road. I think we've got to go to work.
personal thing against you. We do have to get the government to listen and stop fossil fuels. And I'm sorry that it's affecting you.
Right, well you blocked me now. Can you get out of the way so I can get fucking through?
Thank you for that, mate. Lovely. It's on the road for about 3.5 minutes. Brilliant. I wish I had the laptop on me, mate. Send that right to GB News. chemicals. That's terrible, isn't it, really? Plastic bags and the like. You do? Charity shop. Fair play. I'll do that too. That's why my shirt don't fit. Rather peckish, all I do is keep seeing people eat.
Oh, no, mate, you can't see that.
Oh, don't. No, I couldn't eat one of them. Eggs and beans and toast or something like that. That's a mental photo, look at that, boys. A mental haircut, bro. That's the mentalist dome you've ever seen. No one here, no. Excuse me, do you know about Klaus Schwab, who Klaus Schwab is? Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum. No idea?
Sorry, no. What should we know about him?
He's not quite the anti-Christ. You're going to own nothing and be happy. At the minute, they're currently polluting all the skies with chemtrails with no proven safety data. It's basically the World Economic Forum. They're capitalism. You may look into it. The UN fund the IPCC, as I'm sure you well know, and they're also pushing for capitalism. This is about the future. Martin band. I want to speak to him from before. Hey! 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 Come here! Come here! Hey! That's how you approach somebody, isn't it? I don't know his fucking name. I'm going to tell him I've changed my views. He's proper in the vibe, mate. Yeah, stop. For fuck's sake, man. See a victim, they started moving. worse when there's a car there, you can't hear them. Right, and I'll be back.